What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Shy. You did. Now, but look, I had like made some videos. I ain't post them, right? Cause I went back, watched them and stuff. I like what I was talking about, but the delivery was all wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the delivery was all wrong. Just cause what I was saying was kind of like all over the place. I was saying some like good stuff, but it was just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? For sure, I want to do something more like helpful to the youth and the community. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I've been wanting to do. I just don't know how to. I ain't really know no ways to do it. But I seen like a lot of people who been in prison, or a lot of people getting on here and doing like stories and stuff like that. Me personally, I ain't never been to prison, so my story is gonna be different, you know. Most of the stuff, you know, I'm gonna be talking about on here is stuff that you go through just by living, you know, and I don't even want to say in the hood, man, but just growing up in these areas, man. Everybody ain't gonna be no rapper. Honestly, everybody who live in this life ain't gonna go to prison. I'm proof of that, you know. Everybody who live that life ain't gonna go to prison. Everybody who live that life ain't gonna die. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm proof of all that, you know. I done took little trips to the county. Not too many, but I done took little trips. You know what I'm saying? I never was locked up more than 3 days at the county. But on the street, I'm credible, you know. So I'm gonna give y'all a little background on myself. I'm originally from Chicago, moved to the A. Both of those my homes. I still go back to both of those to this day, you know. I'm just one of them ones that made it out, man. And I ain't make it out through no rapping. I ain't make it out through no I ain't go to prison or nothing. You know, I ain't no rapper's friend or nothing like that. Like, I'm just another nigga from the trenches, bro. But I found my route and got up out of there. So for those of you who is in these situations and thinking like, oh, I gotta be a rapper, I gotta be this, I gotta be that. That ain't the case, man. Like, yeah, you ain't gotta be no rapper. You ain't gotta be none of that. Don't get used to me being in the car either. If y'all mess with my channel, don't get used to me being in the car. I'm just out here smoking. My kids in the crib. I don't smoke around the kids, you know. So, yeah. But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more background on like this channel. It's really the hopefully help the youth who grew up similar to me, or even if you grew up different, hopefully you get something up out of watching me and my videos. You know what I'm saying? I done been through a lot, seen a lot, did a lot, you know, been around a lot, you know, just for real, but I ain't no rapper. I ain't nobody with no crazy status. I'm known where I'm from, you know, like, and it ain't known as no rapper or nothing like that. I ain't saying I'm known as a killer or robber or nothing like that. I'm just known, you know. I used to move around, get around a lot, so I'm known, you know. If you are a kid and you grew up similar to me with how I grew up, we moved around a lot, you know, and we wasn't having money, you know, which is why we was moving around a lot, but also it also dictated the areas we stayed in, you know. So I'm not gonna say I spent my whole life in the hood, but it pretty much was, you know. I done lived in the suburbs, so I could I'm not gonna really say like I could relate, but I could say like, you know, I have seen other stuff than, you know, the hood before me making it out, you know. And that could have affected the way I was thinking, you know. That could have definitely affected the way I was thinking, because I done seen, you know, how it feel to live like a decent lifestyle. Because even though we was living in the suburbs, we still wasn't. My mom was just making a little bit more money, you know. Like, yeah, that's just the situation. She found something in our budget in a nice neighborhood, and we was there, you know. Like, you know. So it wasn't nothing special to that, like she, you know. But I did go to school with like a couple people who was like had parents that was doctors and lawyers and you know, stuff like that. Matter of fact, shoot, I got a lot of stories about that. You know, I do got a lot of stories about that. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the short one, right? Man, what was dude's name? Anyway, it don't even matter. I get to go out of this school, right? And these dudes was claiming that they was a certain gang, right? But it was a couple different gangs, you know. Yeah, it was a couple different gangs, and you know what they was saying, they was claiming. The reason I'm laughing is cause, like, these people lived in 2-story cribs, you know, like, this they parents' crib. They parents own this crib. They ain't renting, you know, like, if they is paying something on this crib, they paying a mortgage, you know, like, so it's different from paying rent, you know. These dudes just, you know, it was a couple that I had met at the school who was really like that. They ain't really used to hang with them either, though. They ain't really used to. We all kind of migrated with each other. But yeah, so these dudes claiming to be what they claiming to be. So it's this other dude. He want to be down with what they is. He want to be down with what they is, man. So, dang, I can't think of the dude's name. But the so-called leader, he was in my class, man. He was in my class. He was in my class, man. So I used to hear them having their little conversation. There was a couple of them that was in my class, right? So, so yeah, boom. There was a couple of them in my class, man. And so I had a conversation about, you know, dude trying to get down. Then they like, yeah, he cool. Woo, 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 all this, all that. Yeah, he cool. We just gonna have to, you think we should bless him in, or you think we should go ahead and put him down, some shit like that. They said something. It was just like, it's funny as hell, man. But yeah, so yeah, I'm hearing them talk about it. So boom, boom, boom. We end up seeing the dude when we going to the bathroom. Like, you know how you used to teach us send like 5 at a time or something like that. I don't really remember how it was set up like that, right? But I remember like we used to be able to go to the bathroom in groups. You know what I'm saying? Or I think it used to be like have the classroom go at this time, then the other half go next. You know, something like that. I think it was something like that, probably. But anyway, the dude just so happened to end up, the dude that they talking about just so happened to be going on the bathroom break at the same time. So I hit him in line. like We in the line, cause you know all the dudes ain't finna go in there one time, man. You know, like unless something going down in there, but all of us ain't finna go in there one time. You know, it's only a certain amount of stalls. You ain't finna be lined up at the stalls and all that. Like, no, you finna, it ain't called stalls, the urinals, you know what I'm talking about. But you ain't finna just be sitting there lined up at them. So boom. I had been lying. And they talking like, yeah, we might as well just go ahead and do it now. Yeah, we just finna put them down, all that, right? So like, I don't talk to these dudes. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really talk to them. I ain't got no problem with them or none of that. But it's just like, you know, some of them cool, cause we don't talk about none of that. But some of them, that's all they wanted to talk about, and it's like, it was gonna cause problems if we would have been cool, because I'm not the type to just sit there and just, I would have said something. But anyway, yeah, so they talking about it, whatever. The dude ended up peeling in the bathroom. They tell him, make sure he stay in the bathroom or whatever until they get in there. He like, all right, cool. So, you know, they gotta go in like them there, one at a time, two at a time, or something like that. Whenever somebody come out, they was going in, you know, because we standing in the line because all the little urinals and filled up. So we just, you know, when somebody come out, we going in. So all of us ended up in there. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to see what these I wanted to see. I wanted to be nosy a little bit. I did. No, I ain't pull out my phone and record. And that was something they was doing, actually. One of they members was recording. Which, yeah. Y'all could get the message on that. If you know, you know. It's one of those things. Even if that was some like real business going on, nobody would have been able to like see that. That's something that only people under they stuff should be seeing. You know, that's a intimate moment. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that's really under, you know, all types of umbrellas that's really how they, you know what I'm saying, they put people down. So, you know what I'm saying, like, I know what I know about that, you know? So yeah, they in the bathroom, they see him, they tell him like, we finna jump you. It's finna be, I think it was like 3 of them that actually jumped him. And then the leader was sitting there counting. The leader, he was sitting there counting, and he was counting like in seconds. I think dude had to get beat up for a minute or something like that. So they told him every time he stopped swinging, they gonna stop the time. So, man. So look, they get to telling him every time he starts swinging, they gonna stop the time on his ass. All right, so boom, he like, all right, cool. But you can see he's scared as hell. You know, like he's scared as hell. He like, damn, this is probably his first time finna fight 3 dudes at one time. You know, he's scared as hell. It's probably his first fight, honestly. Like, y'all don't understand how sweet that school was. Like you don't understand. It was really one of them schools, like, y'all don't even know nobody that's involved in this shit. Like, your mama probably keep you away from all that shit. You ain't, you know, even if you do got family. But then again, I don't know what they done seen, but I know what I seen from them, man. What I seen from them leads me to believe they ain't saying nothing. But yeah, so they get to jumping them or whatever. Dude kept swinging though. I ain't gonna lie, he kept swinging. He ain't stopped not one time. He ain't hit the ground, none of that. He kept swinging, but he had his head down, of course. Like, he was getting popped all in the face. That's all they was aiming for, is the face. You know, they weren't really giving him body shots. They was just all hitting him in the head. So he put his head down. They got hitting him in his back, in the back of his head and all that. So the time go by, he still swinging. He windmilling that joint. He's spinning all types of ways, windmilling, all that. Like, you know, sure. Hey, he was fighting though. I say he was fighting good, but he was fighting though. So I'm sitting over there, I'm just watching it. I'm like, man, I'm low-key laughing. I'm about to sink. I'm low-key laughing. I'm just like, man, these clowns, bro. Like, and I ain't even saying it like, I'm thinking it like, this man really is letting these dudes beat on him, bro. And this ain't even like, you ain't go to no neighborhood and get put down or none of that. Like, you getting put down in the school bathroom by some clowns. Like, some straight up clowns. Some straight up clowns. And they did what they did. They taught them the little handshake. They knew the handshake for real. Yeah, they knew the handshake. Or whatever. So they teach them the handshake. They ain't give him his rag right then. I think he had to get his flag later on. Yeah, I don't remember them giving him his flag right then. But I thought that junk was so funny, man. Like, that's one funny story I got from them.